testing now. We want it to be perfect for you guys, but hopefully by next week we'll have a system in place in which you do have to register for ASCWeekly.com to register in the tournament. But what that means is it's so easy to register for the tournament. Right now you have to go over to Challenge, you type in your stuff, you register for challenge, then you have to register for the tournament itself. Then you have to be in the chat room for the ASCW chat room to check in. With this new system that Vrapsack is designing. Thank you so much, by the way, Vrapsack. You are an integral part of the team. Um, it's gonna be you click to register and then you click to check in. That's it. That's all. It's that simple, and it makes our lives a lot easier. It makes your lives a lot easier. It makes the tournament a lot smoother. So getting a little bit of a tangent there, but a lot of new stuff going on, and we can only do all those things if we have your support. So go tell all of your friends. Um, click the Facebook like button. Go over to Team Liquid and post. We'd like it if you post on the Team Liquid thread for ASC Weekly. It's in the tournament section. We'd love for you to post in that, but also just feel free to go post on wherever. Just go everywhere and say like, "Hey guys, I played in this awesome tournament. It was so much fun." Get some more awareness for the AS Weekly. Go over to the Blizzard forums, maybe. Get the flame shit out of yourselves over there, maybe.
Uh, yeah. Okay, so Eon, defeat picks steps of war. Eon vetoed it, then asked for a 5-minute break. So we're just gonna wait on that.
All right. um, what to do?
Well, we could. I'm gonna send you cryptic messages.
Cryptic message time. And while I get some cryptic messages, I wish we could take this downtime to do an interview, but unfortunately we're in the middle of the best of five, so it's kind of weird to interview either of these guys. Um, apparently, okay. Let's look
Yep.
at these guys' uh, path to the finals. Eon had to beat Miniman. Oh yes, for Micah, he had to beat Communist. I love that name, by the way, Communist. And who's Begena, who I believe has a different StarCraft 2 name, or maybe that is a StarCraft 2 name. I don't remember. So that was he. I don't know if these are. Oh yeah, okay. So he won this. This is one game, 2 games, 4 games, 6 games. He has won 8 games thus far tonight. So that is
Sent you
pretty
my
cool.
cryptic
Oh
messages.
yes, we have cryptic messages coming in.
Clack, click, clack,
Uh,
click, clack, clack, click, clack.
Thank you, Mega Man, for being an anti-promoter. We appreciate it. Um, I hope you trip on a rock and fall down a sewer.
Okay, I deleted that. All
Okay,
right, we're
I
gonna.
think I think we can think of something. We were just
Yeah,
chatting here about something really cool that we're going to be doing
they're all
after
ready.
the stream.
Yeah, so stick around. We've got a special event planned.
Special event after the stream tonight, guys. It's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be very cool, in fact. So definitely want to stick around after because it involves you guys. It involves you guys. So stick around. Um, let me just the overlays. I'm ready to go whenever you are.
We're starting.
So here we go into game number 3 of the finals in the ASC Weekly number 5 bronze and silver division. We have xEONx spawning at the 12 o'clock position here. The pretty purple Protoss and his opponent. In this game number 3, we have the teal Protoss defeat, who, no, I won't say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
Oh,
I'm not going to say
God.
it. GLHF, some very good-mannered people we have here.
GLH, fun.
Um, or for you Reddit viewers, GLHR to both these players. We love the Reddit community.
I don't know.
Good luck, have rage maybe.
Good luck has repercussions. So yeah, they're close positions in defeat. Clearly favoring a more macro sort of fast expand style. Has chosen Lost Temple, and of course they are close positions.
I have to say, I have to put this in Eon's favor just for that.
I think we're gonna see it. I think defeat would be ill-advised to fast expand again, like the 5th time in a row. I think we're gonna see a 4-gate.
Well, I think a lot of these players at this level kind of try and master one build, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing to do. Maybe getting 2 or 3 down might be a good idea. But I think he plays one build regardless of matchup, or maybe not regardless of matchup, but definitely regardless of map. It seems like anyway. But we have been playing on pretty big maps, so hopefully we'll see a differentiation on this very close position on Lost Temple. But I have to lean this in Eon's favor just because he has been the more aggressive player thus far.
Well, I would give this matchup in favor of Eon, because last game we saw that Eon pulled ahead in a straight up, very low aggression macro game. We've seen him come ahead in the early game with a lot of aggression. It looks like, frankly, Eon is basically just outplaying Defeat right now. Defeat has an interesting idea, that fast expansion. The issue with the fast expansion is always, though, you have to figure out how to defend it. And unless you know how to defend it, the fast expansion is going to lose you a lot of games. And that's part of what we're seeing here tonight. Is Eon trying that fast expansion? Probably sick of 4-gate. I know I get sick of 4-gate in PvP a lot, but sometimes people 4-gate all the time because they have pretty much all Protosses have trouble with 4-gates, and that's why they 4-gate, because they go, well, I can't beat 4-gate, so I'm gonna 4-gate.
Yeah, it's such a common strategy, and it's common because it is so good and it's so powerful.
So simple.
So simple. So many people. It's also just very intuitive a lot of the time once you learn it. So it just feels good to do. But of course, it feels so good that people do it so much that they get bored of it, and then they try and do other stuff. But a lot of people that are in Diamond kind of shouldn't be based on their late game play. They just win so many games on the ladder with quick 4-gate victories. I mean, it's a great build. Even like the pros use it, but following it up and transitioning into the late game is where people kind of tend to fall off a little bit.
He's gonna hide his 3 extra gateways in the bottom of his main so that they are less likely to get scattered, and he is indeed 4-gating.
Cool.
1 gas, 4-gate from Defeat.
Nice.
This should be quite interesting. I'm sure Eon is ready for a fast expansion. He's thinking, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm gonna kill him. But this is exactly what Defeat needs to be doing. He's down 2 games. His strategy hasn't worked, and it's time for him to go, okay, what can I do that I know how to do, that I can do, that I've practiced in the past, that will completely throw him off? And that, of course, is 4-gate. And considering, once again, that they are on close positions, Lost Temple, it makes it all the more effective, laying down that proxy pylon ahead of time, chrono boosting out that warp gate tech, and it is almost done. And from the looks of it, xEONx is not going to have enough to hold.
Yeah, once Defeat's production starts to kick in there with those warp gates, with this forward pylon, he's going to be able to reinforce so quickly. We do have Eon sending out a few. He's going to see a couple units there and say, wait, what? You're being aggressive here? What's going on? Maybe I shouldn't have blindly expected you to fast expand.
Yeah, well, I mean, Eon's build definitely has a lot of little kinks in it that need to be worked out. But
wow, very forward pylon here from Defeat.
Yeah, it looks like Defeat is completely all in. He has stopped probe production at almost the correct number of probes. He is 1 shy of where he needs to be. But Looks like he really is going all in, and xEONx, he sees it. He knows. He sees it, but he's pushing out. He's pushing out. Pull in. You need to use your sentries. Not like that. On your ramp. Nice force field there. Pick off those zealots. Picking off those zealots. But Defeat is able to warp into the high ground. Only warping in one zealot. What are you doing? Kill those zealots. Don't let him warp in more into the high ground. Ah, he has high ground. He has high ground vision. And now it's gone, and it looks like Defeat with some good micro is definitely going to come out on top, but he's not microing these stalkers at all. These zealots are just completely destroying. Oh, the zealots are completely destroying Defeat stalkers right now, and it looks like this 4-gate might be completely shut down.
We do have more zealots being warped in. I don't know if it's a futile attempt. Well, it's starting to work out. It's starting to tip in Defeat's favor. It needs to pull away.
But that Immortal is almost out, and that's going to take care of the stalkers really easily. He has good positioning versus these the zealots pulling back behind his buildings. Push in, and kill him.
And he's going to
force field the ramp. No, he missed his chance. He really needed to force field the ramp. They're cutting off those reinforcements. Finally, that Immortal is out, and that's going to be able to deal with these stalkers. Unfortunately, these zealots are up front. He's in a bad position. He's not going to be able to. He's definitely not engaging in a good position. The Immortal is targeting zealots. The zealots are targeting zealots. That's okay, but the Immortal is targeting zealots. But it looks like it was enough, and it looks like the Immortal is going to pull xEONx through this 4-gate, especially with this high stalker count still. The Immortal is doing a lot of damage, once again targeting the Zealots, and the Zealots are doing so much damage to this Immortal. But those Stalkers are target firing the Immortal, and they're taking a lot of extra damage, and it looks like it's just 2 Zealots left, 3 Zealots left, and an Immortal versus that Immortal, but that Immortal's going down. He needs to pull back in and kill those Zealots, otherwise he's going to lose all his probes for no reason.
That Immortal going down did hurt. He did try and go into a little bit of a choke there, which was kind of cool. Unfortunately, it was a little bit too late. Eon now pushing out with a couple of sentries and sentries and zealots, but they are going to get killed by Defeat's forces here. He does take out that forward pylon, so he can't warp into the high ground anymore, which is definitely good. But we do have a lot more, so many zealots here from Defeat. Only 2 stalkers and 1 zealot for another Immortal out here, going to do quite a bit. But they're chasing the probe line, which is going to make them all run away, which means Eon's mining has been effectively shut down right now. He does have some minerals, but they are dwindling very, very quickly. He does have a force here. His main is kind of being threatened. No, not going to go down. Some hull damage being done.
Again, focus firing that Immortal. I'm not sure why. If he has nothing with Zealots, you have nothing to fear from that Immortal. But it is getting focus fired. Some decent micro from xEONx, putting his Zealots in a bad position. Getting his Immortal to take most of the damage, which is actually pretty good because Eon wants his Immortal to be hit now because those Zealots, oh, but look at all these Stalkers in, and that Immortal is still alive. The Zealots did not manage to take it down, and it looks like Zealots, Stalkers, and Immortals are greater than Stalkers, as one might imagine, and this 4-gate is getting shut down.
Yeah, Defeat has basically been just banging his head against a wall here.
He's to force field that ramp, force field your ramp, but his sentry is too far back, and he's pushing in with that 4-gate. Oh, regular move from xEONx. Oh, that's not good. He loses that Immortal. Now he has some Stalkers to worry about, but it looks like he's cleaning up the Zealots nicely. One good force field is going to kill all those Stalkers. He does trap 1 in, and that is quite a big victory. But Eon needs to keep warping in.
It seems like, I don't know if Defeat should have given this up by now. He's kind of banging his head against the wall, loss after loss after loss. He's done quite a bit of damage. He's obviously put Eon in a position that he's not comfortable with, denying him a lot of mining time. He's not expanding behind this. He's not transitioning into anything. He's very, very kind of just focused on microing. It looks like a great battle, but Eon is just holding it, and the more he holds it, actually, I mean, Defeat is starting to pull ahead here now. Obviously, not being denied any time.
Eon needs to reinforce. He should not be engaging with just 2 Zealots. And now Eon is way behind and has to GG because of bad positioning and incorrect micro, missed in force fields. Kept getting Immortals when his opponent was going heavy Zealot. Definitely a lot of mistakes coming out from Eon. He could have held that quite easily.
He'd held it so many times, but that was just relentless pressure from Defeat. Some missed force fields could have saved him that game. Really, really unfortunate for Eon. So it is going to be pushed into a game number 4 here. which is totally fine with me because the further these go on, like last week in the Diamond Division, I believe we had a game number 5, which was really, really nail biting. A really, really fun series to watch.